For over an hour now, the same noise has been bothering my wife and I. Understandably, neither one of us wanted to be the one to get up out of our cosy bed on such a freezing night. But, the kind woman that she is, my wife checked first and saw that it was just a branch tapping on the window in the midnight breeze. A bit annoying, as this meant trying to fall back asleep for the next hour. But eventually it stopped. That was until the noise returned. My wife got up again and checked that nothing had changed. Jokingly, she says as she dropped herself back into bed that it was my turn next. Fine. When the noise returned, I made the journey. Leaving the comfort of my warm covers was awful, so I tried wrapping it up as quickly as possible. Up fast, rush to the window, see the branch, turn around and back to bed. Luckily, the last trip turned out to be just that. There was then another break in the tapping, which we both took advantage of. I closed my eyes, but I started to feel terrible. A horrible sensation made itself apparent throughout my body. It felt like I'd entered hell. There was such an overpowering sense of dread. Almost as if I'd seen a ghost. As if there was some deathly presence surrounding me. I had to open my eyes as I couldn't bear it any longer. I then very faintly heard a different noise from the window. Well, it was the same, but less rhythmic, and carried on for far longer, more random bursts. It seemed odd, but I figured the wind was just dying down. I gently nudged my wife, but she was in a deep sleep so didn't wake up. I considered whether or not getting up to investigate, but I'd gotten so comfortable in my covers, and starting over from scratch really didn't appeal to me. So, I let it be, hoping it would stop on its own. Luckily, over the next few minutes, it seemed to trail off before stopping altogether. Finally, we were back to glorious peace and quiet. Morning broke, and the sun shined through our bedroom window, making the space look heavenly as we awoke. I nervously became aware of how quiet it was in our home. By now our daughter Caitlin is usually up and making a commotion. I called out to her, but nothing. I got up, and before checking on Caitlin, I decided to feed the curious part of my brain. I walked over to the tapping window which caused so much annoyance the previous night. The sight waiting for me filled my heart with an unadulterated dread. Looking back at me was the frozen eyes of Caitlin. With the freezing air and ice, it couldn't have taken long for our beautiful daughter to meet her end. Face a lifeless white, eyes and lips frosted over. Fingers black from the frostbite stuck to the window, still tapping. Our beautiful girl slipped out in the night to entice our household cat back inside, back into the warmth. Somehow she got locked out. Somehow the emergency taps of a freezing, dying child was ignored by a father warm in his bed. not even 10 feet away.